The new update 2.0 is about to be out in about next week, but Ninja Kiwi just released the patch notes on the Bloons TD Reddit. So in this video, we're going to go over those patch notes together to talk about one of the things, new club memberships, and much more, and also those balance changes and much more as well. So if you guys are new to my channel, subscribe and smash the like button if you have not already. I'll be linking the patch notes down in the description down below if you guys want to check them out. But without further ado, let's just get right into some patch notes. So first, we got a new features, club memberships. Mix and match custom rules in your priority games. Ban specific towers and heroes and more control of your priority games. Unlimited access to special club events featuring mixed rules. A one-time purchase for a lifetime membership, including a welcome pack, including cosmetics and 2k monkey money. Oh my goodness, guys. New club memberships. If you guys remember back from Battles 1, yes, you could buy the club membership, but this time it's only the lifetime for only purchasing per one. Like, you don't have to renew club membership, it's only per lifetime during this game here. And also too, you could somehow create a game mode, which is pretty exciting. Like, for example, like from Battles 1, you could try to pick any game mode, whatever you want. Like, if it's R3 or anything else, try to click R3 Speed Bonanza. It makes R3 Speed Bonanza on the event. Like, it's not gonna be a joke here, but they finally added this into the game, which is pretty excited, because back in flashback for Battles 1, I'm very excited though, because I will 100% be streaming when the new update is about to be dropped. Alright, next we got is the club events. New limits time events featuring multiple custom rules at once. Play for free using tickets. Each game costs one ticket, which replenishes every 6 hours. Club members can play as much as they like. No tickets needed. Alright, so you get tickets. You only get one ticket before you get inside of the event, which is pretty insane. So we're gonna try this out. Well, basically, I'm gonna buy the club access, so it will be pretty excited. So if you guys are planning to buy any club access, don't forget to use my code Cameron Gaming in the shop. It means the world to me. It's always helpful. Alright. Alright, next is the banana boost. Earn double golden bananas for completing bling quests. No limits on the number of bling requests you can complete each day. I don't know how you say it, but it's each day. If you don't have the boost, the additional gold banana you will earn at our store, so you won't miss out if you buy the boost later in the season. Buying the banana boost unlocks these benefits for the entire season. I know you guys think about the banana boost, even though completing every sort amount of the bling requests, or quests I meant to say, basically it's gonna take a few weeks to able to get everything unlocked, especially if you rather I don't know how you say it, but if you rather like go ahead and spend monkey money to able to buy it, like, you don't have to like spend it, but if you wanted to grind a lot to get all the quests, even all the cosmetics and also some stuff, it's really hard to able to get it without VIP. But this time, I'm not sure how it's going to be worth it on the club membership, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that before the next update here. Next we got is the new map Offside. A beach soccer theme is maps available in all rank arenas, casual, prior match, and advanced matches. Battles 1 variant might be a sense of deja vu when playing on this map. Oh my goodness, if you guys did not see back from Battles 1, it was Offside. If you guys remember back in the oldest days, since I have played Offside very much in general, because if you guys remember back from Battles 1, people decide to use some better type of strategies in Battles 1. Like, for example, if you rather pick the Offside map, you could try using Dark Farm 8, which is the best strat inside of Battles 1 lately here. But in Battles 2, they finally add this in the flashback. Like, I am not gonna lie, man. Hopefully this time we're gonna try this out, and this is gonna be pretty exciting for everybody to play, even though with the new off-tie, even offside, or not offside, it might be off-tie instead of offside map. Love to see some Battles 1 flashback. It was pretty insane, so hopefully guys know that this is going to be pretty exciting. So what do you think the strategy is going to be? We're going to have to find out until the update comes out. Alright, so next we got is the new bling season. So 12 new season cosmetics, including plush bats and the ghost ship placement animation for the monkey buccaneer. Some of the dark cove hero showcase for Exili. make off the with a Steel and Heart showcase with for Hieroman Jericho. If you guys have saw for Ninja Kiwi's video, yes, they actually added a new plush badge and a ghost ship animation for the Buccaneer, and also with the new showcase for the Exili and Hieroman Jericho. So hopefully this time we're gonna grind a ton of times so we can easily get all the cosmetics, even though with the animations from hero showcases and much more. So I'm gonna try my best just to try to get all these grinds up. It's gonna be pretty hard, alright? So keep an eye on that, guys. It's gonna be pretty spicy. Alright, so that's all the new features. We're gonna hop into some general changes for you guys, alright? Universal XP, Battles Chest, and Battle Points are now retired. Universal XP, Battle Chest, and Battle Points are being removed from the game this season. All unspent Universal XP will be infinitely distributed amongst your unlocked towers as Tower XP. All battle chests in your queue will be open for free. That kind of makes sense that they need to remove the Universal XP battle chest, but they decided to leave the battle chest in the queue will be open for free, which is pretty interesting here. Towers and heroes in prior matches. All towers and heroes are now unlocked when playing prior matches. This affects standard rules games as well as game using custom rules. Alright, so if you guys did not have any towers or heroes unlocked, now is the perfect time, just able to unlock it by playing prior matches, standard rule games, and much more. So pretty good job, Ninja Kiwi, because apparently we're grinding some stuff even though without even going for the Universal XP plus with VIPs in it or anything else. Then basically it's going to be taking a while just able to grind some stuff. Like nobody doesn't have enough time to able to grind a ton of heroes. It's too much, alright? Also with the season 1 through 8 Bloons cosmetic pack, the season 1 and 4 Bloons cosmetic packs and the season 5 and 8 Bloons cosmetic packs are no longer available for purchase. These items will return in the future update. So if you guys have missed the oldest Bloons cosmetics or anything else, I'm really sorry, but you're gonna have to wait until in the future update what Ninja Kiwi has said. Anyway, that's all the general changes that we have. We're gonna move on to the balance changes right now. So Bloons sense, group red, income 0.9 to 1. We think the current aggressive meta is healthy for the game, but most aggressive strategies require agent or Hieroman Jericho to work, since the other strategies were often short of cash. We are undoing an earlier nerf to the game, or to early game income, to give all strategies a little bit more money to work with it. So it kind of makes sense about this, because apparently with the changes for only red, it makes sense, alright? So kind of like this change. Pretty good standard NK. Next is going to be rounds. Rounds now last a minimum for 5.5 seconds. Maximum round leaf changes from 10 plus 2. Rounds number seconds 8.5 plus rounds per second. These changes are to balance out stalling and anti-stalling strategies so that neither vastly outperform the others. Alright then, kind of makes sense about the rounds changes here. I don't know anything about this changes from rounds, but we're gonna have to see how good the rounds is going to be in the next update in battles too. So we're gonna have to find out, man. Now we're gonna move on to the tower changes. So first of all, we got is going to be the Dart Monkey. The XX5 Crossbow Master damage used to be now to 11 to 9. XX5 Crossbow Master attack cooldown used to be now to 0.16 seconds. It will be now to 0.13 seconds. And Ninja Kiwi said that the previous damage increase means that the Crossbow Master is now performing poorly against the ceramic balloons. This wasn't our intention, so we are reverting these changes and buffing its attack speed instead. Alright then, so I'm pretty excited for trying out the new Crossbow Master, but the damage was nerfed, but they decided to buff the attack cooldown will be now to 0.16 seconds. Instead of that, it adds to 0.13 seconds, which is pretty insane. So I'm very excited to try this out, since they decided to make some great changes, even though the Crossbow Master damage was definitely nerfed. So it's a good thing they decided to buff the cooldown for the attack. So hopefully we're gonna try this out for the video. I'm not sure how good it's going to be now, because they decided to increase the nerf. So keep an eye on that, because I will make a video of doing the Crossbow Masters instead. Next we got is going to be the Boomerang. The XX3 Kyle Boomerang Pierce used to be down to 18 to now 24, and they said the Boomerang is still an underutilized towers, and as we preferably buff it in other tier 3s, we are buffing this one as well. Kind of makes sense about this changes for the Kyle Boomerang, because again, that upgrade was like one of the kind of a bit weakest, or maybe not the weak, but it's kind of a bit weaker for against class balloons. Like if you rather send your opponent a Moab, then it'll be pretty hard to able to pop it with only using Kyle Boomerang. But who does go for the Kyle Boomerang? Because everybody decides to go for the for the Maw Press, but for some point for any rushes, they decide to go for the Kyle Boomerang if they need to able to somehow get better defense here by somehow not somehow like lose the game or whatever, but I don't know what that means. But again, they decided to buff it, so that makes sense to me from Ninja Kiwi. So we're gonna see how good it's going to be the Kyle Boomerang, because this should be pretty interesting. Next we got is going to be the Bomb Shooter. The X5X Mob Eliminator Mob class damage from regular attacks will be down to 130. It will be down to 200. Ooh, interesting. And they said Bomb Shooter has fallen into popularity recently. A Mob Eliminator is not considering to be a particularly effective options for dealing with mob threats. We are buffing the mains attack in this update so that it can be more reliable tower against laking rushes. Alright then, kind of like to see the Mob Eliminator buff, because apparently with the middle path upgrade for the Mob Eliminator, it's like really one of the upgrades that literally there's like no point to able to defend everything, but they decide to able to increase the attack increase. Will be now 230 to now 200. So I'm very excited to try this out for the new update, even though with the Mob Eliminator buff, it's going to be pretty much insanely strong or anything else. So I'm going to make a video of doing this Mob Eliminator, so keep an eye on that. Next we got is going to be the Ice Monkey. The 4XX, the Abroma used to be down to 3200 to now 3000. The Ice Monkey has lost some of its popularity in recent months. Since it doesn't have such a dominant place in the meta anymore, we can afford to buff this update, or upgrade which has always been slightly overpriced. So yes, I know you guys have thinking about the Ice Monkey. Basically about the Ice, you guys may know about the Ice Monkey was one of the best tower, especially when you run it with the meta strategy. Like for example, if you run Darley Farm and Ice plus with Fuzzy the Snowman, that strategy, even though with the Ice Tower, it's a very strong upgrade, even though everybody decided to run with Fuzzy plus with the Ice combination. But I'm glad they decided to buff the Abroma price, so let me know if you guys think if it's pretty good or not. Next we got is going to be the Monkey Sub, the 5XX Energizer. The cost of the insanely levels heroes in range are reduced in addition to the increased leveling speed. There is no reason why paying to level up to a hero will be less effective or offensive while in range of an Energizer. These change alters how the buff applies to the hero, so that cost of instantly upgrades is reducing in lines with the reduced leveling timing here. Alright then, not as a bad changes for the Energizer. Like, who does upgrade to the Energizer? Like, I don't think nobody never upgrades to the Energizer like this. But I think that makes sense about the Energizer, about the level up heroes. But I don't think nobody never expect to go for the Energizer upgrade for the Monkey Sub. But glad they decided to do that. But I don't know how possible it is just to go for the Energizer with the heroes in there. But let me know if you guys have any thoughts down in the comments about the Energizer buff. Let me know what you guys think about this though. Next we got is going to be the Monkey Buccaneer. The 3XX Destroyer reduced the X1X Grape Shot attack cooldown will be now to 60%. It will be now to 66.7%. And they said the destroyer path of the Monkey Buccaneer is all about high speed attack. So we're increasing the attack speed of the cross path Grape Shot to keep it in line with the philosophy. So yes, the destroyer, I don't know if many people decide to upgrade to the destroyer or not, but I don't think nobody never upgrades to the destroyer at some point. Like, nobody never upgrades to the destroyer, especially if people decide to go for it. But the only path that they decide to run to go for the upgrade is only with the middle path. Plus you could go for the bomb path, so you could go for a couple more both farms at the same time here. So hopefully this is going to be pretty much it, since I know so many of you guys think the destroyer is not going to be as a good point, but so many people think it's probably going to be pretty good as well, but maybe not actually. But if you guys think the destroyer might be pretty good, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, because I would love to hear that for you guys. Alright, next we got is going to be the Monkey Ace. The XS4 Spectre bomb damage used to be now to 3 to now 4. The Flying Fortress bomb damage used to be now to 5 to 6. And Flying Fortress base cost used to be now to 80k. It'll be now to 75k. Yo, love to see the buffs for the Flying Fortress, even with the Spectre. So I will 100% doing another Flying Fortress buff, so keep an eye on that, guys. So this is gonna be pretty spicy video, so keep an eye on that. Also, they said as some of the most expensive Monkey Ace upgrade, we felt the Spectre and Flying Fortress could do with the damage and efficiency buff to justify their cost. Alright, not as bad for the buff for the Flying Fortress plus with the Spectre. I'm very excited to try it out once again, because I know I already made a video of the Flying Fortress back in a month ago, it was really a long time since it gained like a ton of views. But again, let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see me doing the Flying Fortress buff. I'll be glad to do that for you guys, alright? Next we got is going to be the Heli Pilot. The 4XS machine gun used to be down to Pierce to 7 to now to 9, and the 5XS machine gun Pierce used to be down to 13 to now 15. And they said the similar of the Monkey Ace changes. The Apache Darkship and Apache Prime upgrades are the most expensive upgrade in the Heli Pilot as to an offer, so we have felt a slight buff in the merited to justify their cost. Alright, not as a bad changes actually, because we wanted to try it out the new buff for the Apache Prime when the new update's about to come out. So keep an eye on that, guys, because I will make a video of doing the new buff for the Heli Pilot. Next we got is going to be the Mortar Monkey. The X5X Papanon ability duration used to be down to 8 seconds, it will be down to 10 seconds. And the X5X Papanon ability cooldown used to be down to 60 seconds, it will be down to 45 seconds. And they said the Mortar Monkey is routing one of the least used towers, so we are buffing abilities in the hope that is a result of the boost in popularity. Alright, not as a bad buff changes for the Mortar Monkey, so great job Ninja Kiwi. Next we got is going to be the Darn Gunner. That 3XX laser cannon used to be now to 3750, it'll be now to 3000. And the laser shot cannon damage type of energy to plasma allowed to pop lead balloons. No shot, no way they added this into the game, which is pretty insane. The laser cannon path is at least used among the Darning upgrades. The decrease in price at the ability to pop the lead balloons should allow it to complete in the more popular Hydro Rocket Pods upgrade. Alright then, I kind of like this changes for the laser cannon because I don't think nobody never upgrades to the laser cannon, like never, because laser cannon guys, literally nobody never expect to go for the laser cannon. They only upgrade to the middle path, also with the bomb path because those are the better upgrades, but the top path, nobody never expect to upgrade all the way to the laser cannon, but that will be easier to go for the plasma incinerator. Like for example, if you go for Darling Strategies, they could go for the plasma incinerator whatever the heck they want. It's going to be pretty much insanely good if you rather upgrade to a plasma incinerator. Very easily timing here to get that up to a BFB defense, ZMG defense, and much more. Next we got is going to be the Wizard Monkey. The XX4 Necromancer upgrade to 104 now allows mandatory targeting of the zombie balloon spawn point. X1X fireball damage 3 to 2, well damage 3 to 2, sorry. And the X3X fireball damage unchanges. And Ninja Kiwi said that Wizard remains a dominant force in all arenas, with its fireball being one of its early game straight. So we are moving some other damage, or its damage, from the tier 1 to a tier 3. Additionally, allows mandatory targeting for zombie balloons was a popular change from BT6, so we are implementing in here too, except with 1XS required for this targeting options. Both of these changes should make choosing between Necromancers, crosspath, and more meaningful discussion. Alright then, I really like these changes for the Necromancer changes because of the Necro. You can now target, but you only need to go for the top half for the Necromancer. It's only the way you could easily upgrade it to the top half, so you could target the zombie balloons like whatever you want. But for middle path you can't, because apparently with the top half you need to only go for the top half upgrade for the Necromancer in case you need to get that straight here. So I kind of like this changes here, since I think they decided to able to nerf it, or maybe so, but the fireball damage was definitely nerfed to 3 to 2, so that makes sense to me of the fireball damage. But again, pretty good changes to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna lie about the Necromancer nerf, plus with the fireball nerf, to be honest. I think this is gonna be quite better, just able to upgrade for the 104 instead of going for the 024 upgrade. But so many people think it was going to be way better to upgrade to the middle path for the Necro, but only for the top half guys. You need to upgrade to the top half so you can easily target the zombie balloons whatever you want here. Next we got is going to be the Super Monkey. The base cost used to be down to 2300, it'll be down to 2100. And the 3XX Sun Avatar used to be now to 15k, it'll be now to 13k. The Super Monkey and the popular of the Sun God path does not see a lot of use outside Bonanza game or something like that. Reduce its base cost at the cost of the Sun Avatar should hopefully make it more accessible in other game modes. Alright, good changes for the Super Monkey. Ninja Kiwi, keep it at it. Next we got is going to be the Alchemist. The X2X per potions damage to fortified mods used to be now to 20, it'll be now to 12. And they said 20 damage to fortified mods felt like it's a bit too much. of a cheap or leap from the 5 damage this upgrade deals to regular mobs, especially for such as cheap upgrades. Alright, I kind of like the changes for the Prayer Potions here because they decide to nerf the heck out of the more class damage. Used to be not to 20 to now 12. Pretty good standard because the Alchemist, guys, it's literally one of the strong upgrade because apparently with the Millpath tier 2 upgrade, it's literally one of the best. Alright, so that's why they decided to make the changes for the fortified mods. Plus with the Prayer Potions, it's literally the most dominant upgrade in Battles 2 lately here. Luckily it's 12 instead of 20, so that's why they decided to make some changes for the Alchemist. Pretty good standard, Ninja Kiwi, I'll give it to that. Next we got is going to be the Druid. The X5X Spirit of the Forest, the life gain effects of the jungle boundaries has been split into a Spectre ability so that they can activate independently. The X5X Spirit of the Forest ability cast generate, you'll be now to 750. It'll be now to 1000 per generating cash. Holy cow. Okay then. And Ichikiwi said that the Druid life generate ability clashes it with his R Vengeance effect. So we have separated the lives of cash giving abilities. Allow players to still earn cash while retaining the buffs from having low lives. The ability cash gains was mistaken giving less than the tier 4 abilities, so this has been rectified. Alright then, I really like these changes for the Spirit of the Forest because that makes sense about the Heart Vengeance effects, because about the Heart Vengeance light buff Druid in it. If you rather use the ability at the same time using the Jungle Boundary ability plus with the Spirit of the Forest, then you could somehow generate lives, but you will lose the effect for the Heart Vengeance. So they decided to separate it, which is pretty perfect. So that's why they decided to do that, because you don't actually have to do is just use the ability all the jungle boundaries like you didn't know you accidentally generated lives, but they decided to do is just to separate the Spirit of the Forest ability, so that's why you don't actually have to worry about that. So I like this changes very much. Keep it at Ninja Kiwi because that is an awesome changes here. Next we got is going to be the Banana Farm. The Banana Central crate volume used to be down to 3000, it'll be down to 2800. And the Banana Central base cost for the upgrade used to be down to 72k, it'll be down to 66k. Our previous changes of increased the price of this upgrade made it much harder to save up for an addition to make it at least effective. It is now far outclassed by the XS5 upgrade, so we had to make it slightly more effective to put on par with the XS5 and make it easier to make afford it. Kind of makes sense about the Banana Central changes here because the last update, if you guys did not see from the recent patch notes, it was now 73k, but they decided to make it a little bit increase it to now to 66k. But the crate volume is now 2800 instead of 3000, which is pretty makes sense to me because when you try to go for the Banana Central as early, but basically it's a very expensive upgrade in Battles 2 lately here, so that's why they decided to like make it a little bit of increasement for the Banana Central upgrade for the farm. So kind of makes sense about this changes here, so I'm not gonna be lying about Ninja Kiwi. It's not as bad changes as well. Next we got is going to be the Monkey Engineer. So the XS4 Balloon Trap cash per natural balloons RPE used to be now to 2.4 to now 2 or $2. Yeah, it's $2. 4 XS Sentry Expert Red Sentry Spike Ball Pierce used to be now to 22. It will be now to 16. And the 5 XS Sentry Champion Sentry Attack cooldown will be now to 0.05. It will be now to 0.044. And the explosion damage from selling sentries will be now to 150. It will be now to 200. And they said the Balloon Trap gives too much cash in comparison to other income sources, so we are reducing it to be more in line with other towers. To compare it safe for this, we are buffing it so it late gains damage with output to make it a little stronger affects towers. Alright then, I like this changes here, and I really like the change for the Sentry Champion because I know you guys think the Sentry Champion it's one of the worst feature upgrade in Battles 2, but for some point the Sentry attack cooldown is now 0.5 or 0.05. Instead of that, they decided to add it to 0.044 or 44, sorry. And the Sentry Champion, I know the explosion damage used to be now 250, but now it's 200. So I'm not sure how good it's going to be, but I'm thinking that Sentry Champion, it might not be as good still, but we're gonna have to see if we could try this out during this video, because apparently with the Sentry Champion, I don't even know if Standard Champion might be pretty as good or not. I don't know if you guys want me to do the Standard Champions buff, but let me know down in the comments, alright? Anyway, that's all the tower changes that we got here. We're going to move on to the heroes, which is going to be the Gwendolyn and Scientist Gwendolyn, and also the rest of the heroes as well. Both of these base costs from Gwen and Scientist Gwendolyn used to be down to 800 to now 700. And Sentai Jericho, level 1 laser shock effect will be now applied to balloons by hitting by shells, not the explosion. Leaving Sentai Jericho unchanged after to fix the laser shock will be resolved with a big increase of his strain, so we felt it wasn't necessary. Therefore, we had to adjust his effect to match how the laser shock effects worked on the 230 Darn Gunner, so that the bug fix will have less of the impact of him. Next we got is going to be DJ Benjamin. The level 3 beatdown can now downgrade 3 rather than 2 BFBs. Level 20 beatdown can now down upgrades to up to 10 BFBs rather than up to 2 and up to 2 ZOMGs rather than none. Alright, that makes sense from DJ Benjamin. Like this changes here. And next we got is going to be Agent Jericho, that many people have been waiting for this. Level 3 ability cooldown used to be now to 60 seconds. It'll be now to 70 seconds. And they said we made this changes to the Higher Mid Jericho last update. As a result of Agent Jericho become a clear favorite of the two, we are making the changes to the Agent Jericho as well to keep it to keep their power level simulator. Alright then. Kind of like the changes for the Jericho because the Agent Jericho guys, everybody in general is using Jericho very much, so I'm very happy that they decided to nerf Jericho in the first place because the cooldown ability, it's gonna take a while to able to come back, to able to get the cooldown ready. It was pretty good changes, like I'm not gonna lie about the Jericho level 3. It looks pretty insane, alright? But kind of like just changes to be honest, but again, let me know what you guys think about down in the comments, alright? But here's the rest of the bug fixes that I'm not gonna be going over all of them, but if you guys want to read it to yourself, I'll be linking the patch notes down in the description down below. But that includes for the 2.0 update. I'm very excited for the new updates about to be coming out because new club memberships, much more. I will be streaming during the new update because the new update is going to be very exciting, alright? So hope you guys hyped for that, but I'm gonna conclude this for today's video. So I hope you guys do enjoyed it. If you guys have not subbed, please subscribe and also smash the like button if you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. And peace everybody.